So here's this 16-year-old kid whose first gig becomes the Jimmy Giuffre Quartet. When he hit New York City, he made such a splash on the scene that he was named Metronome's Best New Drummer for 1959 before his first recording session. This was just word of mouth. He actually played with Wes Montgomery and Archie Shepp. He knew the Coltrane Quartet, the classic quartet, Jimmy Garrison, Elvin. Elvin was kind of like a mentor to him. Sometimes Elvin would be late and Coltrane would say, "You gotta play the first set, kid." Imagine that. He was probably about 17 or 18 by the time that happened. So Billy decided that he was going to return to his R&B roots, and he came home briefly and played with Randy Ash again in the Stoppers. Then he moved to Los Angeles, where he quickly established himself on that scene. He became the musical director for the Friends of Distinction and wrote one of their more popular albums. I guess it's their fourth album. And one of the songs from it was covered by another group from Rhode Island, Tavares. It became their first hit record. So that really established Billy on the scene. And he got in touch with his brother Jeffrey, and that became LTD, which was one of the most successful R&B groups of the 80s. So that group, within 2 years, they had 3 #1 records. And Billy kind of moved back behind the scenes, production, writing, etc., and then wound up getting a job offer in the early 90s to become Ray Charles's right-hand man. So he spent the last 14 or 15 years of Ray's career composing with him. He wrote in its entirety Ray's final album.
5, 4,